a typer. He was typing. So when he looked at me and he looked at my boss, I think he knew there is a trouble. And also the police called there, they tell them there is a trouble of this, and this. So they knew what was going on. So this man can look at me, he goes to the computer, then he goes back to immigration officer. He tell him the computer is not printing. Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to our channel, David and Mary. I am Mary. David is busy also now. I want to continue with my story, and before I continue, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for the love you've shown me. This is, to me, it means a lot and a lot to me. Thank you for the sweet comments and the other comments. All of it, I say thank you so much. For me, it shows you are watching our videos. I will love you guys. We continue to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year we'll keep on saying until the end of the January is going to be Happy New Year. So yeah, I'm cutting pineapple, but it looks tasteless. I don't know why. So I'm gonna jump a little bit to see if I can finish my story, though some stories I will be bringing later as we continue with the channel. I just want to say the last part of it. Yeah, so before I go into kindly, if you are new, please consider subscribing, like, share and comment. Sweet comment, please. We like it. We love you. So as I will continue, I will jump some steps. Then those steps I will be coming back to talk in the next time, because we need to do something else too. So I want to say, to work in the house is very good. It's a very good job. Working as a professional in the house, taking care of someone's child. This work is very, very good. Even though some people despise it, but taking care of someone's child or taking care of a life is a very precious thing to do. So I always see some people say they don't like the houses with cameras. I do like the house with camera. A camera can save you from a lot of things. Maybe you think your employer is checking on you, doing a lot of things while you are there. Just don't do bad things in someone's house, because that camera will one day help you, and it will one day also help the employer. So for me, I'm okay working in the house with the camera. Why do I say so? Because the camera saved me one day. While I was just still in the house of a Lebanese. That house had cameras everywhere, everywhere. Whether in the kitchen, in the kids' bedroom, in the guest room. Only my room and their room didn't have a camera. But all the places had camera, So I can say those cameras were helping a lot. And there were cameras that you don't need to wait to see what is happening. You don't need to come and open to see what is happening, because they could watch me while I'm in the house with the cameras. Yeah, even if they are away from the country, they can watch me. Even when they are working with the iPhone or computer, they can see what I'm doing in the house. So I remember close to the last days I moved out of that house, we had my boss had traveled, and the day he came, he was so furious. But I just kept calm because, you know, in Dubai you are working in someone's house. Sometimes you just have to keep quiet. You don't know, you don't want to argue. And also you need money, you know. So you have to look at some things and you ignore them. So it reached one day, it was on Saturday, after my off day. My off day was Friday, and on Saturday, things erupted. Things went bad. So, as they were arguing, and my boss started asking why you don't greet me, why you do what. So I told him that I don't say anything because whenever I greet you, there is an issue. Whenever I say I finish my work, I'm going to sleep, your wife will tell me, when you finish work, you don't need to say you are finishing. Just finish, then you go back to your room and keep quiet. That's it. So I used to follow the order. But that Saturday, it was different. My boss complained, and so I decided to keep quiet. But when he became aggressive, I just told him, please, kindly release me, because I can't keep on fighting with you. You have money, I don't have money. So he came with an issue that I have to pay expenses. I told him I can't pay expenses because I came here to look for money. And also, my contract is almost to finish. I still have only few months to finish. So when he kept on arguing, I told him, okay, if there is a problem, can we go to the embassy to solve it? Or we can go to the labor in Dubai, we solve it. He didn't want. So on that note, he raised a hand. He wanted to beat me. He wanted to slap me. And for me, I didn't move. I just stayed there because I cannot fight with a man. I'm not strong enough to fight, you know. What I did, I just stand there and I told him, look, let me give you some space so that you can slap me very well. And I want you to slap me when that camera is on, because that is the evidence that you have slapped me. Whenever police come here, it will be the evidence. So when he had like that, he stopped. And that one saved me a lot. He stopped. He had to keep calm, and he chased me to go outside. Remember this hour he's chasing me to go outside? It's around 7 in the evening. So 7 in the evening, where will I go? I have nowhere to go. So what I did, I just left the house. I went outside, and I went to the gate. There was some Kenyans who were working there to the gate security, but I didn't find them. They had already left to their accommodation. So, but we had the Nigerians or something, people like from West Africa, Nigerians. So I explained to them, because they are the security there. I told them, you see, I don't have anything in my hand. I only have a small bag that I took it with me. So I want you to help me to solve this problem. So when I explained, the guy told me it's beyond their way they can't solve it. He advised me to call police, but I was so scared to call police. So what I did, I kept quiet first. Then I called one Kenyan. There was one Kenyan who was also working to their friend. I called her, asked her, now I have this problem, what can I do? The lady told me, oh, no, you know what? Just call police. Call police, you give them direction where you are and you explain to them you are outside. They have chased you away, you have nowhere to go, you don't have a friend, and you need their help. So I didn't move from my place. I just called police while I'm standing there. Then immediately the police picked my phone. I told them I am in a place called Motor City. I have a problem and I don't know where to go. I have no one, I have no relative, I have no friends here. I need their help. Oh my God, I didn't know police in Dubai can act so quickly like that. Within 20 minutes, the police reached on me. Now at that moment I was standing on the street. I just stand on the street, I cried, I don't know what to do. So when the police find me standing on the street, they asked me, are you the one who was calling? I said, yeah, I'm calling because I have nowhere to go, I need help. So they asked me to explain what happened. I explained, I gave everything. Then they took me with them to the house of my employer. So before we reach in the house of employer, that house had lift and stairs. So immediately we enter into the lift and my boss is coming out on the stairs. And I just told the police, here he is, he's here, you know. And I think he knew they are coming because the police came with the car and they were hooting their horn. So this one gave him like he got scared. That's why I think he was like he wanted to run away, but it was too late. Yeah. So they questioned him. They took all his document. They write all his ID, where he's working. They questioned him. They questioned me in front of him. So at that moment, the police asked me, what do you want? Where do you want to go? You want to go back home? Or what do you want? I knew if I say that I want to stay back in UAE to look for another job, he's going to have a lot of issue with me when I'm looking for another job. So something just told me, tell them you want to go home. And so I just stuck on that thing, I want to go home. And you know, I want to go home, but I have nothing. I have nothing in my hand. My clothes are dirty. You know, I packed dirty clothes back home. So on that note, he was instructed to buy a ticket, take me to the airport. So I think police in Dubai, they are working very well, because when they instructed him to take me to the airport, they called also immigration in the airport to make sure I arrive in the airport without a problem. While in the immigration, no one abused me. So reaching in the airport, he explained his problem. And for me, I kept quiet because I didn't want to make any trouble. He explained, and they told him, okay, you have to pay for cancellation of the visa, because I still had only few months to finish the contract, and that was the second contract. So he paid for it. He paid for the ticket. So from there he had to, the immigration had to print the cancellation paper. You know, we have a paper they print, then they put a stamp to cancel it, to cancel the visa. So at this moment, we had an Indian who was working in migration as a typer. He was typing. So when he looked at me and he looked at my boss, I think he knew there is a trouble. And also the police called there, you know, they tell them there is a trouble of this, this and this. So they knew what was going on. So this man can look at me, he goes to the computer, then he goes back to immigration officer. He tell him the computer is not printing. Then immigration officer send him again, go and try again. If it doesn't print, then tell me, I will print on my computer. Yeah, to tell immigration officer to print on his computer. So I think, I don't know, they wanted to play with his mind. Yeah. So when this Indian guy went on the computer to try and print, he tried to print. Then he sent that information to direct to the computer of the immigration officer. And when it reached in the immigration officer, because it's like he was waiting for this paper, he just took it quickly in the printer and put the stamp, you know, exit stamp. And so my boss was like, when they gave him this paper, because he has to give me when I'm checking in, when he gave me this, when they gave him this paper, he checked and he's telling, he want to tell immigration officer, oh, I have a complaint. Immigration is asking, okay, which complaint? I want to complain about this lady I'm sending back home. Immigration officer told him, okay, you could have complained earlier. Immediately you came, you could have complained. Now we finished everything, we finished cancellation of the visa, and we only have exit. This is what we have, and there is no problem, because he's going home, he's not going to disturb you. Just go and pay the ticket, give him the ticket, and give her the ticket, give the salary, and let her go home. That's it, you know. I really thank that immigration officer and that Indian guy who was printing, because he wanted to give me a ban, yeah? Not to come back in UA, or maybe to stay like 6 months, or maybe he can decide he want to ban me forever from entering in Dubai. So from there, that's how we separated. That's how we separated. But we were fighting a lot. But even before I go home, they gave me, I got scared even to go in that house, because someone raising a hand, he want to beat you. For me, it was scary. So I told the police that I need to take my things from that house, but still I need security to go inside. Even if you are standing outside, I need someone to accompany me in the house to take my things. So they gave me the guard who was guarding on the gate. He stand there until I collected my things. And this man, my employer, was demanding I give him my SIM card. So I told him, I can't give you my SIM card forever. Forget about it. I can't give you my SIM card, because I bought that SIM card with my money and on my name. So if I give you my SIM card and you make something wrong, it is going to be my problem. I'm not giving you my SIM card, you know. So from when he had like this, he didn't inquire again. And then, can I check on your phone? I told him, you are not going to delete anything in my phone. My phone will just be the way it is. That's it. Yeah. So when we went in the airport, it was very late. By the time he came back home, it was in the morning. And that is the time I was taking a flight to go back home. That is how we separated. So thank you so much. I've just cut short to say the ending. The in middle the stories I will say next time. Thank you so much. Kindly like, subscribe, comment, and don't give excuse. Don't give excuse when there is cameras in the house. Those cameras can save you. I don't know of now the situation in Middle East or in UAE, because I really thank God to the police in UAE. Those guys can save you from your trouble. The only thing you need to call them. Calling them help a lot, and call them when you are crying, especially if you have a very big problem. Call them when you are crying, give them direction in case you have a problem. But if you don't have a problem, there is no need to call police when you don't have a problem. Call when you have a problem. They're gonna help you. They're gonna make sure you are safe. Now I don't know what is going there. The police in Dubai acted very well than I can call the embassy. Maybe the embassy, no one will pick the phone. Maybe they will tell me, oh, you need to come there, or maybe we don't know how to do it, But these guys helped me a lot. I still give thanks to the police in Dubai. So that is how I separated with this lady. It was so painful for me because one thing, I really liked their kid. I really liked their daughter because that child was born when I was there, and I'm the one who took care of her without going anywhere, without extending this help, telling someone else to help me. Anywhere I go, I was with this child. But only off day is when I don't have this child. But when I come back at night, I take over from there, So I felt so bad to leave this kid. But on the other hand, I could not let my life deteriorate because of that. After all, that is their child. But I'm so thankful I left there, the child in their safe hands, healthy, no problem, no molesting. So that's how it ended. So I end there my story now. Kindly like, comment, subscribe. Please give me a sweet comment. A sweet comment. This is my story. This is my life. Maybe someone else is somewhere looking at it and he or she need help. Maybe you can follow my steps if you think they can help you. Especially when someone wants to beat you and you are in UAE. There is a way you can do it. There is a way you can do it. Don't run away. Unless they chase you from that house, don't run away. And one thing, don't give your phone, because your phone, they might do something in your phone. And don't close your door. So I let my story end there, and see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. We are so happy. David is so happy for the love you show us, for subscribers, for comments, likes. We don't know how to appreciate you. We just so thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. This is so impressive. Very much. So subscribe and see you next time. Bye bye. We love you.